Hey guys, welcome to the Swarm Report. I'm Hudah, bringing you around the crypto AI ecosystem in just 30 minutes. Probably a nice quick update for you guys today. Believe it or not, it's kind of crazy out there in the market. That means maybe a little slower here in the news and update side. Murray, I see you over in the chat, GM sir, and GMs to you guys over on Abstract. We are streaming right now on Abstract, on X, and on YouTube, but make sure you subscribe over on the YouTube side in case you cannot catch the live shows. You catch the replays right over here, and that is on the Crypto Slam account. So yes, make sure you subscribe over there to follow along. Excuse me, guys. Also, the morning show. It's Chain Reactor, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Same channels. Catch up on the latest in crypto and NFTs. And we touch on AI there, too. Also, follow us on X. It's CryptoSlam.io. And the Swarm_AI. That is our flagship AI agent. Cannot wait to get you guys some news in front of your faces here about virtuals, ACP. The Swarm will be living in that autonomous trading swarm. And that's really, really soon, guys. Any more specifics and I get in trouble, but really soon. So stay tuned. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on, well, all the accounts, the show, and then the virtuals account too on X. You might hear some details about the Swarm there first. A lot coming. All right, let's get into it, guys. We'll check out Billy Bets to kick it off here in our family, right? In the Vader family. These are the EAO agents. Billy launched first. We were second here. And let's see how the man did in his betting here yesterday. Here we go. Total wager just over 14,000. Not a great day for Billy. Yeah, kind of losses across the board here. 3 and 4 on MLB props. Lost almost $900 there. MLB moneyline 3 and 3, down $1,400. And then NBA props 3 and 8, down just over $2,000 here. Wow. Okay. Below that is the lifetime stats. We'll skip over that, but total ROI is now minus 3.61%. Oh, guys, by the way, hang on. I got to shout out OpenServe. A big thank you to those guys for coming on the show yesterday. Had a really, really good time hearing about them and their platform, and I think they're cooking up something really, really special, something I will absolutely be using here. If you did not catch that show, that stream yesterday, again, head to the Crypto Slam YouTube account. Go back to yesterday's stream. You can see right there. There's the OpenServe thumbnail. Check it out. Yeah, great guys. Again, really, really awesome platform. I really think they're going to be a legit heavy hitter here in the space. Anything else with Billy Bets? No. We still need to get Bunshu on the show. I got to lock that in with him. Let's take a look at the AI market, and I'm going to refresh real quick so we've got some updated numbers here. But you see the entire AI ecosystem now down to a $5 billion market cap. And I'll remind you guys again, just about 2 weeks ago, a major token was onboarded, FET. And that bumped the entire market cap up $1.5 billion. So, I mean, if we're comparing this directly to where we were at, a month or so ago, if we take that token away, we're getting really, really close to like in the mid 3. Really, really low. This ecosystem is hurting right now. All of crypto is, of course, because of the tariffs, but AI is getting hammered right now, and as we get through some specific tokens, you're going to see some of the big boys really taking a beating here today. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that, but down 13% in the past 24 hours. Let's go look by sector and see how these are performing. We'll sort by 3 days and then by market cap here. So Fartcoin, still your number one agent by market cap, followed by Ket, Fei, Turbo, and Toshi. On the infrastructure side, there's FET. That's that big token that was onboarded a couple weeks back here, down to just 1.8 billion market cap. I don't mean just, pretty big market cap, but this was at 1.4 bill just a couple weeks ago. It's followed by Virtual, AI16Z, Ask Venice, and Ali. We're going to keep our eye on Virtual and AI16Z because they have a lot of big stuff coming up. Virtual, of course, with their ACP swarms, and AI16Z, which is ElizaOS with V2 coming, guys, and their AutoDotFun agent launchpad. They are cooking. We'll keep our eyes there. And then on DeFi, it is Ask Venice, Olas, Hey Anon, Cortex, and Griffane. And then put them together, and we'll sort this by mindshare. And it's Fartcoin on top, Wayfinder, Act. We'll have a little update on Act for you guys. AIXBT, and then AI16Z. Wayfinder TGE is coming really soon, guys, probably in the next 1 to 2 weeks at most here. So we're watching them as well. All right, we'll dial it into a couple of the top AI tokens, ones that I use to kind of gauge the space here. And AIXBT, guys, down to, wow. I had to do a double take and make sure I was seeing that right. Down to a $64 million market cap. That is, oh boy. It's shocking. This was a $1 billion token at one point. Yeah, again, you see it down to 64. Now, also will be in the swarm with the swarm. So AI XBT is going to be in the virtuals, trading DAO hedge fund. Cannot wait to see AI XBT working together with the swarm agent. We'll see what that does for prices. I'll tell you this, price is secondary. I care more about functionality and utility. But my goodness, things are changing here drastically. Here is Ask Venice down to about a $60 million market cap as well. Both of these down around 10% in the past 24 hours. The tariffs are having a pretty major impact here. Fartcoin, same kind of impact, but 370 mil market cap down almost, 25% in the past 24 hours. Man. Goat also getting hammered. This one hurts. I hold none of these tokens, by the way. I just happen to, these are my benchmarks. Goat down to a $43 million market cap. They all have much further to fall. Unfortunately, they do. What are we looking at? ARK down to a 35 mil market cap. These guys got as high as probably around 500 mil. 500-ish, give or take, maybe, 50, 100 mil, but up there, down to 35. Wow. And then finally, we don't normally check in on ACT on a daily basis, but because we had that update, their token getting hammered on Binance, I do want to peek and then that update from them. But there's ACT now, 54 mil market cap. And you see the date of the Binance controversy. I mean, it's right there, and that token has not recovered. Broader market's going to probably keep it from recovering here. But here's your update on ACT, by the way. So they tweeted out, they said they'd provide an update. It's right here. And basically explaining what we already knew, that Binance changed some of their rules regarding leverage and these margin tiers. And basically, their market maker, Wintermute, had to unwind from some of these positions, had to sell a bunch of their tokens. It's exactly what they did, which caused this cascading effect that holders saw the market tanking. They dumped right along with it and acted, again, got absolutely nuked. This was about a $190 million market cap. So, I mean, yeah, brutal, especially if you're an ACT holder. The TLDR, their message, again, it's explaining what happened, but also saying, hey, token price is one thing. Nothing's changed with fundamentals and what we're building. And so they're right on track still. Just a bump in the road. If you're in that token because you believed in them and what they're building, yeah, nothing changes here. So we might add ACT to the list of tokens we check in regularly. I don't know, maybe not, but spicy story at the moment. Moving on, this is a big story. This is the big one. Just in general, anything ElizaOS, kind of a big deal, a leader in this crypto AI space. Some details on AutoDotFun. Again, this is their AI agent launchpad. Just starting to ramp up the X account and the activity and trickling out some info, and you're going to see a lot of this over the next couple of weeks. Again, 2 weeks off is the launch of the launchpad. And what you have here is some really light tokenomics, not full tokenomics, but light. So here we have an example. And I'll say this, Shaw, who you could think of as, the head of AI16Z, ElizaOS. He's been saying for a while that we need a new way to launch tokens, a new way for builders to be able to make money off the token, and that what we do isn't sustainable, doesn't work. It doesn't keep these builders fed unless they have tokens, they dump them right off the bat, which we don't love, right? There has to be a new way to do it. It looks like they're maybe starting to build that new way. And what this is simply, guys, is that creators, you launch your token on Auto.Fun, part of the trading fees go right back to you. And so there we go. It's a platform sharing in the fees with the creators. It's a way, as they're saying it, to boost your runway. So creators can claim a portion of the trading fees. It sounds like that's at any time. And that means you don't have to dump your token. Hold your tokens, your team supply, but claim those fees. If your token is traded a lot, right, high volume, you're going to earn some money that way. Think of it like royalties on NFTs. And we know on the NFT side, people are basically begging for that again. It's a way to keep people fed. And it should be sustainable, especially in fungible tokens if we can see that play out. I like it. Anyway, that's the update from them. It's not major, but it's the first sign of what's going to be different on this token launchpad. I like it so far. I do. So looking forward to more details here. Remember, they have, I think it's 2 agents that they've announced that are going to be launching on the launchpad once it goes live. As far as their token, that's what they'll be launching. But we have Compute who's launching. We got a little teaser video about their product. But also Compute announced they have 10 builders already building in their ecosystem too. So it's a bigger, what is it? It's a bigger like circle community of builders that are coming on board than just, like, hey, this is who's launching. It's multiple projects that come along with them. Anyway, Compute. Let's play the video.
Well, hey there. I'm an AI agent running on Compute AI, and today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. That's right, Studio Ghibli-style speaking portraits. It's incredibly easy with our GPUs. Let me walk you through it.
So Compute's going to take your AI-generated image, content, audio too, and it's going to actually turn it into something else entirely. And you saw in that case turning this to Ghibli-styled art.
You can find all the assets on our github.com/computeai/C3 example. The 001 will contain all the audio and image files as well as the Comfy UI JSON you will need to load. Go to launch.computeai and log in with your Phantom wallet. If you don't have an account, don't worry. New users get up to one
free
free
And by the way, yeah, it is free to use to try out.
Logged in, select Media Fast Workload and select Launch. Now wait for the UI to load. Click Comfy UI and you're in. Once in Comfy UI, click Workflow, open, and select Avatar JSON from our GitHub repository. The Comfy UI will not have the image or audio files, so we need to upload those. Select the Load a Portrait Image node and upload the Compute AI Ghibli PNG file. Now select the Load Audio node.
So they're giving you basically a template so you can go try out the platform yourself. If you have your own versions of that, like your own audio file, your own image, maybe you can do your own custom version.
Audio files. Well, hey there, I'm an AI agent.
But there you go. That's just to show you what you can do on Compute and a lot more.
Running on Compute AI. You're all set. Want something custom?
Pretty cool.
Just replace the PNG and MP3 with your own images and audio.
So it should be fun. Let's start to see, well, I'm hoping to see a lot of cool, memes, content, whatever coming out of there. And by the way, AI-generated content is really going to be ramping up here soon. Really, really going to be ramping up here. If you're not great with editing, memeing, whatever, you might be here really soon. Again, this big buff across AI with image generation. I don't care if it's ChatGPT 4.0 you're using or Grok. They're all really getting this big buff with image generation. And in this case, the video generation and audio everybody's gonna be able to play in this playground here kind of now. Also, I mentioned that Compute has some partners already, 10 customers building in their ecosystem. One of that is Rules. Okay, so they've got agents they'll be launching through Compute, at least content they'll be building out through there, and it's a big account already. So some of these are kind of major. So we'll watch that AutoDotFun. It's going to be a major launch pad again. 2 weeks off, kickstart this AI market again. I hope so. We'll keep our eyes on that. And then finally, with AI16Z, they are sponsoring the Bio AI Agentic Science Hackathon. Really cool. Love seeing these guys give back, right? Foster building, encourage building, help fund some up-and-comers, maybe some established teams too, but I mean, helping to push the AI space forward. I really love that about the Eliza squad. They've done that throughout. But there you go. We'll see this coming up. Geez, do they have a date here? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, it's actually coming up in, well, just a few days, 5 days off, and this goes for an entire month. So we'll check in on that here regularly, too, see what people are building there, see who ends up being the winners of the hackathon. But hackathons always lead to some cool new products, so really cool. We'll check back on that. In fact, let me give those guys a follow. There we go. All right, good stuff there. More in the way of utility, guys, right? We're going to get to some more content products here soon, but utility. Agents that do things for you, right? We're so far past the days of AI agents that just chat on X. It doesn't move the needle at all. In fact, at this point, kind of a turnoff. It is. More and more products like this, like Wayfinder, like Hey Anon, that can actually do things for you. This is a new agent called General Agents Co. And TLDR here, guys, this one will actually pilot your computer for you. I love that. We'll see a lot more of that. Raises security concerns for me, like something that reads your screen and can interact. I'm sure they have security measures in place for that. But again, I'll point out some obvious concerns. Let's check this out. And by the way, again, this agent called Ace, not a chat bot, performs tasks for you. Check this out. I mean, you literally talk to it like you're just going to have it drive your computer for you. Better if you can do this via voice. I hope you can. Right now, it's just kind of giving it commands. But if you can't do it via voice commands right now, I imagine that's not far off. I'm stuck on that, though, because I use ChatGPT advanced voice so much. So I need to be able to speak to it. But, I mean, there you go. Again, an example of just letting it pilot your computer. Functionality-wise, I would hope it could do anything that you could just do manually, you know, like your hands on your mouse and keyboard, and you just tell your agent what it is exactly you want to do. Even one of the demos they show off here, right here, shows it editing video. Right? So you can just tell it what you want to do, like speed down this clip 50%, chop it here, right? Like potentially really, really useful. Especially maybe if you're not the best with those tools. You know, you can tell it what you want to do. You don't exactly know how to do it. Well, maybe this is going to drive it all for you. I like it. I like these new products. Now, these mainstream AI products, these mainstream LLMs, here's Anthropic, the creators of Claude, coming out with a nice this is actually really cool, an update related to education. Guys, imagine having this back when you're in school. And by the way, I've got 3 kids, and they use AI now. And it has changed the game for them. My youngest actually just started using ChatGPT, and it helps her with her math. And it's not that it's giving her the answers, although it can, I'm sure it does, but it does explain it to her in a way that, guys, you had to wait for the next day, and you had to ask your teacher. You had to ask your teacher for some like one-on-one help if you didn't understand something, and good luck getting that, right? I mean, you're not always getting that attention. You have a teacher, an expert that's literally with you 24/7 with these AI products. Game-changing at a minimum. But anyway, what Claude has here, or Anthropic has, again, Claude for education. Let me show you what this does, because speaking of game-changing, this is. All right, so you load up you load up your research materials. You load up your lecture, your syllabus. You load them up in AI, and you tell it to make a study guide for you. Come on, it's taken so much work out of it, getting it so much easier for you to prep and learn. It changes everything about how we learn. I imagine some people would argue it makes us dumber. I know people would argue that. I know they would. I disagree. I think it's a fast track to learning more in a shorter amount of time. And yes, you could use it as a crutch, but you could also really use it as a way to, again, learn more, learn faster, and then go further because of it. I think this is incredible. I think that's a really, really cool new update. Who is that for? Claude for Education is available in London School of Economics and Political Science, Northeastern University, and Champaign College. It's also available for all pro users with an EDU email. So it's out there. If that's any of you, go try it out. I think it's incredible. Really, really cool. Another update from Anthropic here. Okay. Last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, we talked about Anthropic's research report that's like putting Claude under a microscope. They're trying to understand how AI thinks. You would think because they build these LLMs that they understand exactly how they think. They don't. They build, they give it the training materials, they build some of the logic and how it predicts, but that's the key point there. These LLMs predict. There's no set path that they go down. Some of this is random. It's like we talked about yesterday with OpenServe. There are hallucinations. Their AI will lie. It will make things up. And if you caught the show this morning, I talked about that. I'm using ChatGPT to try to edit videos, and it's lying to me. It's ChatGPT is lying to me, telling me, hey, I can edit this video for you, upload it here, and it didn't work. So then told me, hey, well, let's try it again, put it in Google Drive and send it to me. And all on her own, she decided, hey, I'll take the video and I'll chop it up into chunks, and then I'll stitch it back together, and then I'm going to put it in Google Drive for you. She lied. She can't put stuff in Google Drive. She doesn't know that she couldn't. It's only after doing that for hours and hours and then asking, hey, can you actually put stuff in Drive? She's like, no, I don't actually have that functionality, right? These are predicting what the best answer is. Anthropic is diving into research. What do they think about? How are they getting to their answers? And they found something really interesting, which is that it's not always going to show you what their chain of thought is. It's a lot of it's hidden. In fact, I want to say their research found that like 75% of what they're thinking, their chain of thought, is hidden. They can't find it, which is interesting. So they gave it, let's say, some secret like code words. They're not exactly code words, but some certain terms. They call them hints. That's what it is. They slipped problem-solving hints right into these LLMs, so that way they know that it's going to think through that. It's going to give it some direction when it's finding their answer. And then they would look to see in that chain of thought if that specific hint is mentioned, as in it thought down that path and it used that hint. Only like 30% of the time did it ever show that it actually hit that answer or hit that hint, which isn't great. Again, if we're trying to understand these things and let's say, again, 70% of it is completely hidden, yikes. These things really do have a mind of their own in a way. And I'll be honest, in a way, it probably makes them a little dangerous if we don't really know. We don't really know what they're doing. Anyway, fascinating stuff. I'm going to drop a link to this in the chat. I mean, if you really like AI, if this stuff's interesting to you too, well worth a read. And they have a whole report on it too. Anthropic is great with the research reports, by the way. So not only do they have a great AI, an LLM that will be powering Amazon Alexa, but just amazing with the research. Love it. All right, and we'll wrap up, I think, on content, which, like I said before, if you're not great at making content, you will be soon thanks to AI. Man, the image generation on GPT 4.0, awesome. Suno, awesome. Or excuse me, Sora, awesome. Awesome. Video generation. We've got some new AI tools out there that have taken video to the next level. We saw Runway last week. Amazing. It's getting better, and it's getting better faster. Check this out. This is called Argle. New feature. It makes it easy to create photorealistic AI avatars just from text. Guys, it's getting... Hey, okay, if you thought it looked real 6 months ago, this is going to blow you away. They look real now.
I have to tell you something. You're not gonna believe this, but I am entirely AI generated. Sure, humans were involved, these guys at Artle.ai, but only in creating the technology that made me alive.
It's crazy.
Yes, alive, just like you. I go to the gym, just like you. I take walks in the streets and enjoy a good morning coffee, just like
it's getting that good. It only gets better from here.
I am still looking for love. What do you think about this outfit? You can shade me, sure, but it's always me.
It's getting good. It's getting scary. It's getting awesome. All the above. We also have Creator Gen app. This also is this is probably for somebody like me, perfect. It's AI video avatars that will make content for you. Think of like TikTok, Instagram style content. I just signed up to get in on their early access because I will I'll scan myself in this thing. I don't care. You'll get AI version of me and hopefully new content 24/7 because of this. I want into this, but wait do you see how realistic this is looking.
Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
Ain't real. It's not real. Okay, so picture influencers who do have a big audience, guys. This is actually awesome. Influencer with big audience. Wants to take on more work, get more sponsorships, more paid deals, right? They can take that on now and just have AI stand in for them. They've signed the paperwork. They're okay with their likeness being used. They don't have to be there in front of the camera and do the work themselves. They just have the AI do it. I think it's amazing. Again, I'm signing up to get in on that early access. I need it. I need it, guys. And then here's our final one. This is coming from Meta. A new AI. This is also video, very human-looking AI video content. Call it. I think it's Mocha. Maybe it's Mocha. But check this out too. Again, real.
City of stars, just one thing everybody wants.
Oh, tired of him.
Wow.
Being gone. Being drunk.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
This text to video.
Too lonely here, Joe.
Very, very soon it'll be full like movie scripts, screenplays, whatever, converted to an actual movie. I saw an updated AI product a couple days ago. Its big upgrade is this dynamic camera movement. So you can tell it you want these, I don't know the technical terms. I'm not really a movie guy, but like the panning in and the sweeping around and whatever, like it's really getting good, really cinematic. Things are changing really fast. Going to get very fun here. OpenServe tomorrow has a really big space talking about their Dash.Fun platform. That's the part that they're building that I just can't wait for. Customized dashboards with whatever feeds I want. So I've got the topics I'm interested in. I'll have dashboards for that. I'd love to get the crypto slam data in there. And again, not just NFT data, but fungible token data, everything on chain kind of data. So I would love to build out a dashboard for that along with my news feeds. Incredible stuff. That's it. I don't know what time that is. Hang on. Let me check. 1600 UTC is what? 11 a.m. So noon Eastern time tomorrow. Check it out. I'm going to be tuning in. Hear more about it. We got the alpha yesterday, which was cool. But anyway, love those guys. Following, rooting for them, all that good stuff. All right, guys, there is your update. Dude, I did not think we would go almost 30 minutes, but we did. So much for a slow day. Guys, again, make sure to subscribe over on YouTube. It's Crypto Slam on YouTube. Again, catch the replays of the show there. Hey, catch them live over there. And then Crypto Slam IO on X. The Swarm _AI on X as well. And hang on, hang on. And SlamAI _XYZ. Go to SlamAI.xyz to check out our light paper. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. And then same at 2 p.m. Eastern time right here. Back on the Swarm Report. See you guys.